We're on the east side of the north-central Suave Range. If we pan over that way, you can see Juniper Pass cutting through the Suave Range up that way, so that's the northern margin of intrusion. So here we're relatively far north in it. And one of the characteristic features throughout the Suave batholith are all of these aplite pegmatite dikes. They often come as composite dikes of multiple dikes of, sort of meter scale dikes that are then all composited together into, in this case, that entire cliffy unit there is all one big composite aplite pegmatite dike. Aplite pegmatite, also Luca granite, it's sort of a grain size game. They go from they run the whole gamut from fine grain sugar aplites up to coarse pegmatites. Up in this canyon there are feldspar crystals up to about 2 meters in size. And in some of them there's also black tourmaline. One other thing about the pegmatites in this specific locality is the dikes form a sort of a series of concentric shells almost in that pattern. So this particular pegmatite dike is, or sill maybe I should call it, is dipping shallowly back into the mountainside, and above it you can't really see from here, but there are a bunch of higher layers which form a sort of domal pattern above that. And I've speculated that sort of concentric domal pattern could be as a result of thermal cooling stresses induced above maybe another Suave granite diorite style intrusion below us somewhere. There are, from place to place in the Suave batholith, little screens of older metamorphic rock that have fallen in as apparently a xenoliths, because they seem to be surrounded on all sides by the batholith rock. Those gray stripy things are one of them. So basically all these cliffy rocks are either pegmatite or aplite or Luca granite. Here you can see some largest feldspar crystals. Here it's all cracked up. So it's hard to tell without the sun reflecting off of it, but like this is a single potassium feldspar crystal from the way the cleavage is consistent across it. Actually right here, I decided not to go up any past this waterfall, which might be a little kind of challenging right now. You see all those black guys down there. Those are all shoral. You can see the nice triangular cross sections of the tourmalines. There's another tourmaline vein up here, or tourmaline bearing pegmatite vein. Here's some really nice crystal sprays. There's my finger for scale. So these are good, 10 centimeter long crystals. Some nice triangular cross sections there. Some nice graphic granite textures here and there. Incidentally, see there's some nice little garnets in here too. Here's one of the cross-cutting Miocene aplite dikes. Not aplite, basalt dikes, which are quite a bit younger. I mean, I haven't actually dated the pegmatite successfully, but they're presumably just younger than the granodiorites they cut, so about 85 million years. Here's lots of little chicken track muscovites growing in here. Another beautiful frozen over little waterfall here. Of course means I have to be a lot more careful with the ice here. Whoa, that's crazy. Look at these little triangular things that have built up out of the ice crystals growing on the ledge. Never seen that before. Maybe not super obvious, but here you can see all the cleavage planes in this feldspar all aligned. So this is at least maybe a 60 centimeter size feldspar crystal. Unfortunately, it's really hard to see the large potassium feldspar crystals when they're in the shade. If you're coming here looking for tourmalines, it's usually up here where there's little chunks around. It's the easiest place to find stuff that you can actually take away. This isn't one of the 2-meter honkers, but from here you can at least appreciate the way that sometimes you can spot these feldspar crystals as the sun glints off of them. You can see, well, now they're too close for it to reflect off the whole thing at once, but from up there to down to here is all on crystals. So that's, you know, maybe 70 centimeters. I have spotted ones as big as 2 meters here before, but it really requires the sun to be at the right angle to be able to actually spot it. So if we go over to this way, it doesn't look very remarkable at all.